my name is Jenna if you're new to this channel. This video is about the diagnosing process for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome or dysautonomia. I only know the diagnostic process specifically for POTS. But this will work for dysautonomia in general as well. I'll first start with who can diagnose you. You might have to go to your regular doctor to get a referral to these people, but you can go to a neurologist, a cardiologist, and there's a couple different types of cardiologists, or you can do a dysautonomic specialist. Personally, I went through a neurologist. I already had one, and I read online that neurologists can diagnose it, so I just mentioned it to him, and he did. He asked about my symptoms, and he didn't feel the need to refer me to someplace else to get more testing done because he felt that my symptoms were obvious enough that he knew it was POTS and he didn't have to get it confirmed. The actual test they do to see if it might be POTS is called a tilt table test, and you can either get this done, like get the real thing, or you can do what's called the poor man's tilt table test, and that's actually what my neurologist did. The tilt table test is where they strap you to a board that they control, and they move it up or down with you on it, and they I don't know if they do it slowly at first then raise the speed, but they do it for as long as they see fit to, and they watch your blood pressure and your heart rate while they do this test. And what they're looking for is changes in your blood pressure or heart rate, because they shouldn't change that much, but if there starts to be big changes, then that's a sign that there's a problem with the autonomic nervous system, which would indicate dysautonomia or POTS. And so what my neurologist did is, my cat's down here, I'm sorry. My neurologist did the poor man's tilt table test, and what that is that you just you test the blood pressure sitting down, or that's what he did. He tested it sitting down, and then he had me stand up, and then he tested it right away again. And just from that motion sitting to standing up in that couple seconds, my blood pressure had gone up 50 points, and then my heart rate had gone up 30 points, and that was still climbing. And so that's how he saw that there was a problem. And because it was so obvious combined with my symptoms, he didn't really feel the need to send me to an actual tilt table test. He said he would if he didn't find a treatment plan that worked, then he would send me to a specialist that focuses more on POTS than he does, and the specialist would see specifically what my POTS issues are, and then from there they would prescribe medication or whatever. Based on how my blood pressure and heart rate responded, and the fact that my heart rate was already a little bit quicker than it should be. I was having a little bit of tachycardia already, but it went even more so with just standing up. He prescribed me a beta blocker to help act as a ceiling, and I'll talk about medications and treatments in a different video, but that is the basic process for getting POTS diagnosed. And so you would likely have to get a referral to a neurologist or cardiologist or a specialist, and from a regular doctor. I know that that's what I did when I first got my neurologist, and if you mention to your doctor what specifically you're looking for, then they'll be able to refer you to a person who they know has worked on it before or similar conditions. So that's it. It's a pretty short video this time. I'll post another one next weekend, so I'll see you then.